Welcome to Keeping in Sync with Microsoft 365 for this week, the 13th of June 2022. Now, just a reminder that not everything you see may come out in the time that I say, because Microsoft may change their mind due to too many updates or because something needed to be changed, or there may be organization-specific settings in your environment that prohibit you from seeing it, maybe license, maybe administrators, maybe me. So again, please don't shoot me, and life is like a box of chocolates. Now, just a reminder, we are only days away from Internet Explorer 11 being retired. So if you're still using Internet Explorer 11, it's time to switch to Microsoft Edge now more than ever. So getting started with the Microsoft 365 apps and services. First up, in Outlook, the search page in Outlook Mobile is being enhanced with a new feed that aims to help users stay on top of things. So users will see a new feed on the search page in Outlook Mobile, and this new feed allows new and existing content to be intermingled and ranked by what is currently most important for the user, you. Now, this ranking is personal and adopts to the usage patterns of each user by customizing the content types that the user is most interested in. Now, directly from the feed, users can view and join their upcoming meetings, catch recordings of meetings they've missed, view updates on documents they created, view news posts from SharePoint, react to social posts in Yammer, and more. Users will also receive suggestions for their tasks from colleagues and insights of colleagues' birthdays, promotions, and work anniversaries. So a lot of functionality there in Outlook that's not necessarily tied to Outlook. This is rolling out mid-June to early August. Now, the SharePoint Multi-Lingual feature has to date only been available in communication sites, but that's now expanding to team sites, as in SharePoint team sites, not what people refer to as Teams in Microsoft Teams, which are also associated with SharePoint team sites anyway. Now, this new release includes other improvements to the navigation and site title editing experience for users whose preferred language differs from the site's default language. Great for people like me who live in a multilingual tenant. Now, there are also improvements to how site content for navigation labels, site descriptions, footers, and titles are stored and saved. And also, these changes will prevent users from editing site content into the wrong language when the site's default language is different from the user's preferred language. This is rolling out early June to mid-September. Now, back in Outlook, Microsoft is changing how you access email, calendar, and tasks in other main functions in Outlook. Now, this change has been hiding behind the Coming Soon toggle in the top right corner of Outlook for Windows, however, is going to become the default experience in the coming weeks. Now, where shortcuts were once down the bottom left in Outlook, they'll now occupy this entire strip on the left, so you're about to lose a centimeter off your screen. However, you can customize this area with icons for apps such as To-Do, Yammer Communities, Bookings, and open them directly from Outlook's main canvas, so not even leaving the app itself. As I said, you can customize it so you can add more icons if you like, and this is rolling out mid-July to late September, whether you like it or not. Took me a while to get used to. Now, also in Outlook, there's a bunch of features coming here, so bear with me. Now, while composing an email or meeting invitation in Outlook for the web or desktop, you will now see inline suggestions from Microsoft Viva Insights to help improve productivity and well-being. Historically, these were only available if you actually had the Viva Insights or My Analytics Insights add-in before that installed in Outlook, whereas now these are just going to be part of Outlook itself, so you don't need that add-in. Now, these will actually complement the inline suggestions that you may already see while reading emails and doing meeting invites. So these type of suggestions will include the ability to delay delivery, to help schedule email delivery aligned with the working hours of the recipient in their respective time zones, so within your organization, obviously. Suggested outstanding tasks to help you keep tab of the tasks you promised to get done in an email, or that a team member asked you to complete. So if you've sent, say, I'll do this by next week, or they've sent something, could you review this? That will actually show up as an option for you to turn it into a task. You'll also be able to book focus time to help you achieve those tasks. Also, if Outlook detects that you have an all-day event, but you've got other bookings on that day as well, you'll be able to plan your time away with a checklist to reduce the stress of planning that time away. For work, I found this feature to be incredibly helpful because it shows you the things that you would normally do yourself, but you just don't have to remember to do them now, and you can just click to access them. You'll also be able to shorten a meeting time to build some buffer time and save attendees time as well as yourself. And also be able to track an email open rate to understand what percentage of email recipients opened an email you sent to more than 5 recipients. This is rolling out early July to early August. In Microsoft Teams, you know how some people talk to themselves, like me? Well, now you can do that in Microsoft Teams. All the same chat functionality that works for chatting with others will work for the individual chatting with themselves. They'll be able to start a chat with themselves by typing their full name into the to field when creating a new chat. And I honestly don't know the purpose for this, but Slack has it, so therefore Microsoft Teams must have it, and I'm sure people will find a good use for it. This is rolling out mid to late June. Now, shared channels is a new channel type in addition to the existing standard and private channel types. Shared channels enable users to collaborate seamlessly with internal and external partners beyond the boundaries of a team. Now, you can either invite individuals or entire teams to a shared channel. These can be either within your organization or from an external organization that also uses Microsoft Teams. Now, once added to a shared channel, external users can access the channel right from their Teams account without having to switch organizations, which has been a frustrating experience for everybody since the moment we've had it. Now, it's important to note that external collaboration is off by default. This is Microsoft's choice, as it can be quite confusing. Trust me, I've been working with shared channels since they were in the design phase over a year ago, and if you already thought it was too easy to get lost in Teams, this adds another dimension for those external people. So please, please, please spend the time to understand this feature and the ins and outs before you start inviting external people or accepting an invite from someone, because as I said, it's confusing. Could be straightforward, but we've already got plenty of opportunities to communicate via chat and as a guest and all the other things, so this adds another dimension there. Now, this is rolling out mid-July to mid-August, however, should be done in conjunction with governance controls and training. Microsoft is bringing back the site permission panel to channel sites, as in private channel sites and shared channel sites that are in SharePoint and associated with those in Teams. You'll now be able to display in read-only mode the site permissions for those channel sites. Also, as a site owner, you'll be able to access and make changes to the site sharing or guest expiration options. For private channel sites, these will appear below the permissions group, whereas for shared channel sites, they'll only see site sharing options, as guest expiration does not apply to shared channel sites, as I just mentioned, because we don't use guests in those. This is rolling out mid-June to mid-July. In the space of Teams meetings, you'll soon be able to join meetings by a meeting ID and passcode. Now, all meetings will have a meeting ID and passcode that's automatically assigned to the user and added to the meeting invite under the meeting link. Meeting attendees can join the meeting by entering the meeting ID and the passcode. And for all meeting IDs, the pre-join, the lobby, and the security settings will remain the same, regardless whether you use the code or whether you just clicked on a link or however. Now, you'll be able to use this in the calendar app in Microsoft Teams as well. You'll be able to do it from a web page, and you'll also be able to do it from the mobile app. This is rolling out early to mid-July. And that's it for keeping in sync with Microsoft 365 this week.